right? Actually, we are starting with UPSC GS Geography modular classes, okay? Right? Because geography constitutes a major part of general studies in UPSC prelims, right? Around 18 to 20 questions will directly or indirectly from geography, okay? And this is also relevant because one segment of geography is environmental issue. It covers almost 18 to 20 questions in GS paper, okay? So as far as the question of geography is concerned, you see, the entire geography is divided into two parts. One is physical geography. First part is physical geography, and second is human and social geography. Getting well? There are two parts of geography. One is physical, and second is human and social. Both are equally relevant for GS paper. Okay, right? So as far as the question of physical geography is concerned, what is the meaning of physical geography? You see, the term physical, actually there are two ways to study geography. One is geocentric approach and second is anthropocentric approach. Okay? In geocentric approach, we give main thrust on the physical aspect. Okay? So as far as the question of physical geography is concerned, the term physical deals with the physical state of matter constituting the earth. You know that there are three states of matter broadly, okay, though there is also fourth state known as plasma. First is solid physical state. Second is liquid physical state, and third one is gaseous physical state. Okay, so you see, suppose this is our surface, and actually I am drawing a general figure. So this is solid part of the earth, this is liquid part of the earth. Okay, and earth is surrounded from all the side by mechanical mixture of gases. So this is gaseous part. Okay, so in the physical geography we will study about this part, that is solid part of the earth. We will study about liquid part and the gaseous part. Getting well now? The solid part is made up of the rock is referred to as lithosphere. Okay, lithos means rock. Okay, and sphere means zone. The part of the earth which is made up of the rock is referred to as lithosphere. Okay, this gas liquid part is referred to the hydrosphere. Okay, and this gaseous part is referred to as atmosphere. So in physical geography, we will study about lithospheric part, we will study about hydrospheric part, and we will study about this particular atmospheric part. Getting well? As far as the question of lithosphere is concerned, suppose this part of the earth is made up of the rock. Okay, actually the study of lithosphere is further divided into two segments. This is a study of the upper crustal part, and this is a study of the interior part of the earth. Getting well? The study of upper crustal part is referred to as geomorphology. Getting well now? Whereas the study of the interior part is referred to as geology. Okay? So actually the study of lithosphere is divided into two parts. One is the study of upper crustal part of the earth, known as geomorphology, and the study of the earth interior comes under geology. Getting well now? Now see, the study of hydrospheric part is referred to as oceanography, and the study of this gaseous part is referred to as atmosphere, is referred to as climatology. So in physical geography, we have first topic geomorphology, second is oceanography, next third one is climatology. Okay, and earth, the upper part of the earth, to maintain certain complex mixture of organic and inorganic substance. So this is referred to as soil. So this is next segment of physical geography, which is referred to as biogeography or pedology. Pedology is the branch of physical geography which deals with the study of the soil. Okay, and fourth segment itself is which is considered as the part of physical geography is environmental geography. But in environmental geography, we study both actually biotic component as well as abiotic component, and hence it can be considered as the transition part of the physical geography. Getting well now? So actually we will study one by one every segment of physical geography. First one is geomorphology. What is the meaning of geomorphology? It is clear now? Actually, geomorphology is the branch of geography which is study about the upper crustal part of the earth. Okay? Geomorphology is the combination of three terms: geo plus morpho plus logy. Getting well? Geo means earth, morpho means shape, okay, and logy means study. It means the branch of geography which deals with the study of the shape of the earth is referred to as geomorphology. Getting well now? Right? Now see, as far as the question of the shape of the earth is concerned, earth is not spherical, complete circle, because the equatorial diameter, this is referred to as equatorial diameter, right? Equatorial diameter, and this is referred to as polar diameter. Getting well now? The equatorial diameter is more than the polar diameter. Equatorial diameter is 12,756 kilometer approximately, okay? Whereas polar diameter is 12,730 kilometer. This gives the impression that there exists flatness at the pole. The difference between the two is 43 kilometer. So 43 kilometer reveals the flatness of the pole. It is clear that particularly there exists flatness at the pole because equatorial diameter is more than the polar diameter. Getting well? In this context, you compare it with that of the orange. In this context, the shape of one appeared like orange, but at the same time you see there is a basic difference between orange and that of the earth surface, earth shape. In case of orange, this peripheral part, that is equatorial part, appear as a circle, but in case of earth, bulging is more at the equator. It is clear now? Bulging is more at the equatorial part. Okay? So that's why this particular shape cannot be considered as orange shape. This specific shape is referred to as geoid, oblique spheroid, or oblique ellipsoid. Getting well? What is the shape of the earth? The shape of the earth is geoid, or oblique spheroid, or oblique spheroid, ellipsoid. Getting well now? The reason is it is not orange shape because bulging is more at the equator. Getting well now? So we have flatness at the pole with bulging at the equator. That's why this specific shape is referred to as geoid, oblique spheroid, or oblique ellipsoid. Okay? But as far as the main theme of geomorphology is concerned, the basic theme of geomorphology is the study of the landform. Okay? Is the study of the landform. We will discuss different type of, you know that there exists different type of landform on the earth surface. So what is the meaning of a landform? First, it is important to understand. You say broadly whether it is geoidal shape or oblique spheroidal shape or oblique ellipsoidal shape, it is almost a circle. Okay? According to the law of physics, if you will cut a section out of a large circle, it will appear as a straight line. Getting well now? So since earth is surface, that's why every segment of the earth is expected to remain in the form of a straight line. It is clear now? But this not actually happen. There exists vertical irregularity on the earth surface. You know, that actually you see this straight line is compared with average mean sea level. Getting well now? Actually, suppose this is oceanic part. Okay, this is referred to as seabed, and this is referred to as sea level. Okay, the level attained by the sea when average atmospheric pressure of 1013 millibar of air is referred to as average mean sea level. What is the meaning of average mean sea level? It is clear now? Average mean sea level is the level attained by the sea when the average atmospheric pressure of 1013 millibar of rate. Okay? And usually you see 1957 to 1962 is referred to International Geographical Year, and during this period geographer reached on the conclusion that average mean sea level will be considered as the basis for determination of height and depth of any landform. Okay? Landform is technically defined as the vertical irregularity found on the earth. Now, this X is also vertical irregularity, and this Y also represents vertical irregularity. Getting well now? This is average mean sea level. Getting well? This X is the part of the earth surface which is above average mean sea level is referred to as positive landfall. Positive landfall or relief feature or relief. Getting well now? And the part of the surface which exists below the sea level is referred to as below average mean sea level is referred to as negative landform. Getting well now? So in this context, we have two types of landform because I said that geomorphology deals with the study of the landform now. So we have two types of landform. One is positive landform, right? Landform. One is positive landform, and second is negative landform. You see, actually this is continental part and this is mostly coastal part. Getting well now? And this is average mean sea level. The continent is the example of positive landform. Actually, ocean bed is referred to the example of negative landform. Mountain are the example of positive landform. Plateau, if exists here, is referred to as positive landform. But actually, you see, if there exists mountain at the floor of the ocean and it is below sea level, it is referred to as negative landform. But if the mountain is exposed above sea level, it is referred to as positive landform. Okay? If you will see the map, you will find that every part of the Earth's surface which exists above sea level, which appears in the form of island, which appears in the form of particularly country or particularly you see continent, is the example of positive landform. India's subcontinent is the example of positive landform. North America is the example of positive landform. South America is the example of positive landform. But Indian Ocean bed is the example of negative landform. Pacific Ocean bed is the example of negative landform. Atlantic Ocean bed is the example of negative landform. Actually, suppose this is Pacific Ocean and this is trench. Okay? So trench is also the example of negative landform. You now know that Mariana Trench is located in Pacific Ocean near Philippines now, right? And this deepest point is referred to Mariana Trench. The Challenger Deep is the deepest part of Mariana Trench. Getting well now? So Challenger Deep is negative landform. Mariana Trench is negative landform. Getting well now? Right? But Hawaiian Island is positive because it is exposed to water. Iceland is the example of positive landform. It is clear now? So with respect to sea level, we have two types of landform. One is positive and second is negative. Getting well now? Because I said that geomorphology deals with the study of the landform. And what is the meaning of how you will define landform? So you can define landform simply, right? The vertical irregularity found on the Earth's surface. Okay? Either it will be located above sea level or below sea level. Both are the indicator, both represent the landform, also known as relief feature and the relief. Getting well now? Now see, with respect to site, with respect to sea level, with respect to sea level, we have positive landform, we have negative landform. Getting well now? Right? But with respect to site, we have three types of landform. First order landform, second order landform, and third order landform. Getting well now? We have three types of landform on the basis of size. First one is referred to as first order, then second order and third order. If I will give the example now, it will be much clearer. Okay? Actually, example of first order landform is continent and the ocean. Okay, ocean bed to be noted, right? Continent and the ocean are the example of first order landform. Getting well? Mountain, plateau, volcanic landform produced by earthquake and tsunami are the example of second order landform. Getting well now? And the landform produced by the agent of erosion to be noted. Actually, agent of erosion are river, wind, glacier or oceanic wave. To be noted, oceanic wave is the example of erosion, agent of erosion. Oceanic current is not the example of agent of erosion. To be noted. So whatever landform which is produced by the river, like V-shaped valley, okay, waterfall, rapids, alluvial cone, alluvial fan, meander, delta will be the example of third order landform. Wind also produces several types of landform, like particularly you see, right, mushroom rock, yardan, Jugend, lowest plain, they are referred to as aeolian landform. The landform produced by the wind is referred to aeolian landform. This is also the example of third order landform. Glacier form U-shaped valley. Okay, the U-shaped valley is also produced by the river in karst area. That is the area which is dominated by limestone region, CaCO3. Getting well? Right? And drumlin. Drumlin is also produced. Hanging valley are the representative example of the landfill produced by the glacier. And when there exists a group of drumlin in any area, it is referred to as basket of topography. अंडे की टोकरी नुमा स्थलाकृति. It is clear ना? So similarly, ocean wave also produces several landform along the coastal part ना. So they are the example of third order. Okay. So we have first order landform with respect to size. Right? Example are continent and the ocean. Okay. Second order landform are mountain, plateau, landform produced by volcanic eruption. Right? Again, landform produced by earthquake and tsunami. Earthquake and tsunami may also produce particularly landform to be noted. Allah located on the coastal part of Gujarat is the representative example. Okay now? Right? And the landform produced by the agent of erosion is referred to as third order landform. Getting well? So in geomorphology, we have to study about first order landform, second order landform, third order landform. Rockies is the example of first, second or third. It is second order. Himalaya is the example of second order. Vindhyan is the example of second order. Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat is the example of second order. Colorado Plateau is the example of second order. Right? Deccan Lava Plateau is the example of second order landform. Getting well? Right? Getting well? So all these are examples of second order landform, and the example of the third order landform is the landform produced by the agent of erosion. Okay, you see, different agent of erosion are active in different part of the earth surface. Okay, right? In humid and wet region, where rainfall is more, river act as the most effective agent of erosion. In arid, semi-arid and desert area, wind act as agent of erosion. In low temperature zone, glacier act as agent of erosion, and oceanic wave will operate only along the coastal part. Okay? In Bihar, you will not find any landform produced by oceanic wave. In Uttar Pradesh, you will not find, but in West Bengal, you can find. In Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Gujarat, Maharashtra coastal area. Okay? So actually, along the coastal area, oceanic wave operate. Okay? And hence, different type of landform are formed. Okay? So actually, you see, according to size, we have first order, we have second order, we have third order. Getting well? Since first order landform is largest in size, that's why it is referred to as macro level landform. Macro level landform. It is of intermediate size. Second order landform is of intermediate size. That's why it is referred to as meso level landform. Okay, and it is of a smallest size. Third order landform which is of a smallest size. That's why it is referred to as micro level. Okay, if there will be an example, you see, North America is the example of macro level landform, but Sundarban Delta is the example of micro level landform. Getting well, right? So according to size, we have it. But with the first order, also known as macro level, second order also known as meso level, and third order also known as micro level landform. Getting well? Again, see, the first order landform, which is also referred to as macro level landform, is also called parent landform. Parent landform because they provide base platform for origin and development of second and third order landform. Getting well now? So actually, first order landform is also called macro level or parent, and it is also called initial landform. Initial landform. Okay, because they were the first to originate. First India originated, then Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat came into origin, right? Getting well? So actually, it is clear now. So first order landform is known as macro level. It is also referred to as parent level landform. It is also referred to as initial landform. Okay, right? So in geomorphology, you have to go through. We have to explain about continent and the ocean. Right? You have to study about continent and the ocean, which is first order. Now see, as far as the question of second and third order landform, you see, actually, suppose this is your surface, okay? So two type of force operate. One from interior part of the earth, which is referred to as endogenetic force. Getting well now? The force which operates from the interior part is referred to as endogenetic force. And G. Tecton was the first geographer to notice this force. That's why it is referred to as tectonic force. Tectonic force. Getting well now? Right? And another force acts from the upper surface, upper part now. It is referred to exogenetic force. Exogenetic force. We have two type of force. One force operates from interior part of the earth, which is referred to as endogenetic. Second force operates from upper surface, it is referred to as exogenetic. Exo means outer, genetic means formation. The force which operates from outside and generates some landform is referred to as exogenetic. The landform which operates from the interior part of the earth and causes generation of the landform is referred to as endogenetic. Okay? So you see, endogenetic force is also referred to as tectonic force, and this force actually you see, since very high temperature condition prevail in the interior part of the earth, okay, this is the causative factor for origin and development of the endogenetic force, high temperature condition. Holmes stated, Arthur Holmes, famous geographer, said that the flow of thermal convective current in the interior part of the earth is the main cause of endogenetic force. Okay? Because you see there are several factors, there are several reasons for high temperature condition in the earth interior. First one is the presence of radioactive element. Second is overlying pressure. Third is friction between Sial cement and Nife. Next one is conversion of gravitational pull into energy. Okay? And next one is, you know that there exists a bar magnet in the central part of the earth now. Okay? And actually from this bar magnetic flux emanates now. This is also the source of energy, high temperature condition. It is clear now? But Holmes considered the presence of radioactive element as the most important factor for high temperature condition prevailing in the earth interior, and said that the distribution of radioactive element in the interior part of the earth is not equal. Okay? In the upper part, if suppose particularly this is the surface, and in this part, if presence of radioactive element in the upper part is R1 and in the interior part is R2. Okay? So he said that presence of radioactive element in the upper part is more as compared to that of the lower part. Okay? In this case, high temperature should be recorded in the upper part as compared to that of the lower part now. But at the same time, Holmes stated that since upper part is directly exposed to the earth atmosphere, that's why they emit energy directly to the atmosphere, and hence they cool down, and this cool down to become solid, and this part was referred by Arthur Holmes as stratum. Okay? And he said that though the amount of radioactive element in the lower part is comparatively low, but it is not directly exposed to the earth atmosphere, so that's why there remain concentration of energy in this part, and hence due to high temperature condition, this part remains in the form of liquid form, and this part is referred to as substratum. Okay? Holmes said that inside substratum there again exists unequal distribution of radioactive element, and when temperature difference of more than 3 degrees will develop there, then flow of energy will start, you know. And in the liquid, convection is the best mechanism for the transmission of energy. So Holmes stated that thermal convective current start in the substratum, and it is considered as the main cause of endogenetic force. Getting well? And as far as the question of exogenetic force is concerned, so the main causative factor are the agent of erosion. Right? Agent of erosion are the main agent of exogenetic force. Since agent of erosion are referred to as geomorphic agent, that's why exogenetic force is also referred to as geomorphic forces. Getting well now? So it is clear that two type of force operate now. One is particularly endogenetic and second is exogenetic. Getting well now? So second order landform is due to second order landform is due to endogenetic force. Getting well now? That's why second order landform is also referred to as tectonic landform. Tectonic landform. In getting well now? What is the second name? Third name of second order landform? First one is second order. Second is Mesolimbic landform. Third one is tectonic landform. And you see, suppose this is continent. Okay, though I am drawing particularly wrong figure, but to give it the general particularly understanding, I am using this figure. Okay. Actually, if this force operates, then it will cause the upliftment of this area in the form of mountain. Mountain is the example of second order landform. It is clear that mountain, which is the example of second order landform, is due to the structural change which occurred due to tectonic force now. So that's why second order landform is also referred to as structural landform. Getting well? Right? Actually, first order landform is macro level, also called parent landform, also called initial landform. Okay. Second order landform is called meso-level landform, also called tectonic landform because they are due to the tectonic force getting well operating from inferior part of the earth getting well. And since tectonic force causes a structural change, and to produce second order landform, so that's why second order landform is also referred to as structural landform. Getting well now? Now see, as far as the question of third order landform is concerned, so third, I have clearly mentioned that third order landform is the landform produced by the agent of erosion. So every agent of erosion, whether it is river, wind, glacier or oceanic wave, we have clarified if here they will operate now. Holmes said that all the agents of erosion are important, but they operate in different area according to the climatic condition prevailing there. But at the same time he said that river is the most effective agent of erosion because it modifies the work conducted by wind as well as glacier. Getting well now? Right? So actually overall, all the river act as agent of erosion in humid and wet region, where rainfall is more. Right? Actually glacier act as agent of erosion in arid, semi-arid or desert region. Okay, wind cannot act as agent of erosion in high rainfall zone because you see, actually density of wind is very low. Right? It itself it is not capable to conduct erosion. It will conduct erosion only when it will have the dust particle, sand particle, okay? Right? Present in the atmosphere, okay? That's why the erosion conducted by the wind is referred to as sand blasting, okay? Right? So actually you see in humid and wet region where rainfall occurs, the entire sand subside, okay? And hence particularly wind remain sand free. Getting well now? So that's why wind not active.